Alright, what is up YouTube? Today I'm going to be making a Smash Ultimate Mega Man Metal Blade guide. This is a part 2. Part 1 is pellets, which is already up on my channel if you want to check that out. But yeah, let's get started. First thing I want to go over is gear Metal Blade directions. So whenever I say gear Metal Blade, that means you're throwing it like this. And whenever I say item Metal Blade, that's whenever he has an item. So those are good things to know. So doing it forward and doing it backwards, these main tools are used to covering horizontal spacing. You can do it like this and use in conjunction with your pellets to cover a lot of space. You can do it while retreating. You can combine it doing your double jump. You can do it with the rush coil, whatever you really want to cover that space. So those are the main uses for that. Then after that we have the diagonal like this up, and you can do it behind his back. The main uses for these are mostly anti-air tools. Let's say Roy right here, let's put him to jump. Let's say here, you know he's gonna jump, and you can basically just call out his jump like that. So that's really good. Even if he's not jumping, you can keep him boxed in like this, use your pellets and stuff like that, so to make him not jump in that direction. So that's really good to know. Now I want to go over the downwards direction. The downwards direction is pretty useful in my opinion, because this is like the main way you're going to be grabbing your metal blade. You throw it onto the ground like this, and then you can grab it with a pellet. Just grab it here and shoot A, and now you have it on you. So that's one use for it. You can also throw it down on them like this. You probably won't get a grab there, but let's say like they shield it and they'll be locked in that situation, so you can grab them out of that. Now I want to go over the upwards direction. Let me get them a little bit higher percent. The upwards direction is probably like the most underutilized, since it's like a very rare situation to where you're gonna use it. But how I would use it is, let's say Roy, I have him in the upper in this spacing, right? And then I throw upwards this way. So that means Roy is probably less likely to go to that space, and they'll probably drift to the left instead, to where I can punish accordingly after that. And that's pretty much it for all the directions. Now I want to go over instant double jumping with Mega Man and Metal Blade. So let me get him lower percent. So let's say I just do a full hop here and I land. That's pretty much all I can do, right? Like I'm not gonna get anything after that. But if you combine double jumping or instant double jump, where you just jump fast like twice, you can do diagonally like this and combo it into your up air. You can combo it into your fair. You can also combo it into your back air, but this one is like way more precise, especially on slim characters. If you're not like frame perfect or whatever, like with your spacing, you're not gonna get it. But yeah, keep that in mind. And same thing applies from the downward direction. You can combine it like that, and that will always be true once the metal blade connects. Same thing with this. You can go like that. You can also do it with back air, and doing it with back air like that, it automatically recatches the metal blade to where you're in a situation like this. So you could possibly here, you could either throw it at them and go for a grab, or you could go for a little bit something more fancy and try to Z-drop it. But you have to be perfect with the spacing, or else you see the Z-drop, it won't connect. But yeah, that's also another good thing to note. And that's pretty much it for instant double jumping. Really good. Always get to your up airs, etc. Now I want to go over B reversing. B reversing here is really good, because you can B reverse and change your trajectory. Let's say if I just throw my blade here, I can't really do anything. But let's say I use drift, I can get close, or if I use my B reverse, I can also get close. Another good tip to do is, let's say you want to land. Let's say you're landing in this space right here, right? Roy is covering this space here. And instead of just landing, let's say you already exhausted all your resources, right? You burn your double jump and you're just falling. Now you can B reverse and change your trajectory like this and just move around. So that's also very good, and I rarely see Mega Man players use this, but it's a really good tool just to keep your movement. You can also do this whenever your opponent steals your metal blade. You can still, use your metal blade like this and move around. So that's very, very good. Now let me go over how to edge guard with your metal blade. Get them to like 80%, something like this. Here you can start using your directions just to cover space and make him go specific ways. Basically, you can do it diagonally, you can just do it downwards like this, and just doing that, it creates a lot of coverage. Like let's say here you throw it down here, Roy is less likely to go in that space at that time, so they'll probably delay their recovery to where you can possibly go for a dare, or maybe go off stage and fair them, etc. It's just very good to just create different paths and force your opponent to recover specific ways. You can also use your Z-drop here in this situation to cover your space like this. You can be pretty aggressive with it, go off stage and then go with the bear, so that creates a lot of pressure. You can also use your Z-drop here at the ledge, which it will just fall. You can also use it in conjunction with ledge trump, to where let's say your opponent snaps the ledge, right? You throw your blade like this, you go like that, and then they'll fall off the stage and they'll get hit by the blade, to where you can possibly do a bear after that. But those are the main uses there for edge guarding. Now let me go over the most basic, which is item middle blade. So the importance of item middle blade is Mega Man is at his strongest point in neutral with the blade in his hand. And why do I say this? Because he has access to getting his grab confirms like this. He has access to getting, like, you say you use your drift, you can get a fair like this. You can also use into IRAR, but like Roy is a fast faller, so if you're not frame perfect at, like, let's say at 0%, you're not going to get the IRAR bear, and that's a good thing to note. But on other characters it's pretty easy. It's just mostly difficult on fast fallers, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. But there you go, that will always be pretty much true if you're frame perfect. Let's see, so you have that, and then you have, out of your item metal blade, you have your kill confirms as well. You get it here. If you're too slow, you will not get it. There you go, that's a kill confirm. You can also do it while standing out of shield like this. You can also do it out of your Z-drop. Another way you can do it is you can do it while falling like that. You can also do it diagonally, I believe, like this, but you see how he goes high. So in a situation like that, you'd probably just go for your up smash confirmed like this. Okay, and those are pretty much the main uses for item metal blade, is basically just being neutral, having it on you, and just getting your follow-ups like that. Good thing to know too is that with item metal blade you can implement your Z dropping to where you have access to all your aerials, dare, everything pretty much. You can also recatch it with your pellets here. You can also recatch it with your down tilt. You can also recatch it with up tilt, but I would say recatching with up tilt is probably like, you're not really going to use that. But yeah, those are all good things to know. Now let me go over the uses with Z dropping. So with Z dropping, you have a lot that you can get. This is like his strongest like punish tool. So let's go over just basics. You can do Z drop into fair, and the way I'm doing all these is I'm drifting in the way the opposite way I'm facing. Like, so here I'm drifting to the left. If I'm doing the opposite way, I'll drift to the right. But yeah, so you can do that into fair. You can do it into up air. You can do it into dare. You can do it into back air. You can also do it while moving like this into a pellet, but that really doesn't do that much damage. It's really up to you if you do it. You can do it into down tilt if you're fast enough, that is. Like there you go, that confirms. You can also do it into F smash. This can be a low percent, but you really won't go for the F smash until higher percents. Let's say here or Roy, you have the option to go off stage and get the back air. Like let's say here, right? They're here, boom, you have a back air. Or you could go for a F smash if you wish. So yeah, really good. And another thing I want to show you is that you can combine these Z dropping. So for example, you could go here and then you can reset the situation and do it all over again. So I could go out of shield, dare, and then do it again into an up air. Here, let me do it. You have to do this like actually perfectly. And there you go. You can do it like that. You can just not do that and go for 2 dares and then go for that. You can just go for a 1 dare, go like that. You can go for just one like this into an up tilt. It's really a lot of creativity and there's a lot of flexibility that you can do. So really, really good. The main one you're going to be using, in my opinion, is up air, because up air is really, really good because it keeps them up in the air and you have a lot of time to catch the landings for more damage. A good thing to note is that whenever you do it, you want to make sure you catch the metal blade like this. If you let it fall, like, that's fine, but preferably you want to catch the metal blade again. And the way you catch it is just by inputting the up air, and it'll automatically do it if you're like in that space. But yeah, really, really good to know. You can also do different stuff like this. Let's say Roy is at 74%, right? Let's say I'd go for the Z drop into the up tilt right there, right? You see it didn't kill, but a good thing you can do is go for the Z drop, drag them down, and go for a up tilt like that, which will actually kill them. And you can see there on the combo meter, it actually combos. And how you do that is basically the same thing. You just drag them down with your bear, which you get the first 2 hits. And then you do a reverse C-stick up tilt. And there you go. You get a confirm off of that. But yeah, really, really good, really good. Another thing I want to talk about is you can also recatch with air dodge like this. Let's say you don't want to commit to it. Let's say you just get it. And then you can just air dodge and recatch it. And now you're back into neutral. Like, the more you have the metal blade in your hand, the more like threatening you are to your opponent. Especially around the percents of like 70-ish, 80-ish, 90-ish, because you can always fish for your up tilt confirms and kill them like really, really, really early. Okay, now I want to go over footstooling with metal blade. This is pretty much like pretty advanced. Like, if you're looking for this footstool, like I'm assuming you're an advanced Mega Man player, but it's still good to know. You can do a footstool, drag them down like this into the same concept before. Drag them down into an up tilt like that, and that confirms. In the old games, you could just go for this footstool them again into an up tilt, but obviously that doesn't work anymore because they can tech. So yeah, in my opinion, it's just better off to go for the drag down. Exactly like that. And that's really good. Another thing you can do too, let's say you call them out, you know they're going to be in this position, you can Z drop it on them and boom, you can dare them. And those are like some of the functions that you can do with footstool. You can also do different stuff like up air like this. You could possibly go for a footstool into a dare, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, you can do dare as well. You can do fair. You can do pretty much basically all your aerials if you wish. And those are basically the main uses of footstool there. And one thing to keep in mind, let's say Roy here, I do it from this backside, it works. I do it from the front, it works. But on different characters, it won't work from the front or the back. So you really have to like experiment in training mode and figure out on what characters it does work. And let's say it doesn't work on them, you can go for an alternative to where you footstool them and you throw it down. That way it always confirms no matter what direction they're in. So those are pretty good. Now I want to go over, the last thing I want to go over is airdrop, which is basically you combine, you jump, you click air dodge, and then you click grab, and then you drop it like this. So the main difference here is that it drops it in front of his body. Let me like slow it down. Okay, so look here, let's say Roy, you want to hit him in front of him, but look, without turning around. Let's say you do a Z drop. Like, you're obviously not going to hit the Roy, right? Like there, you're not going to hit him. But if you go for the airdrop like this, go for the jump, air dodge, and shield. Let me actually do it. It's actually weird doing it in slow mode. Like that. You see how it hits in front of his body? So that's also pretty good. And with this, you can do pretty advanced stuff. For example, if you're really fast with it, you can, let me show you. Let me see if I actually can do it. You have to be literally like fast as fuck doing this. And then you have to recatch it and then probably go for something like that. But as you saw, I did it like way too slow. But yeah, you guys get the point with that. really good to do. You can just literally, you can confirm it as well. You can just go off of it. You can do it either rising or you can do it falling. If you're doing it rising like this, like you're pretty much, I'm pretty sure you won't get a confirm in that situation. Like the way you get confirms is while doing it as you're falling, like this, practicing it from short hop, and basically just go in training mode, do this, and just input. You need to buffer your jab to recatch it, and just keep doing that. And then once you master how to do that, then you can like start going for something else after that, which will true confirm. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Metal Blade, and I hope it helped you guys out. And yeah, take care. I also do lessons. You can hit me up on Twitter if you want coaching for Mega Man or just in general. But yeah guys, take care, and until next time.